It's AB the Barber, your favorite barber, the bearded barber, aka the barber's barber, aka jack of all trades, master of none. I just woke up. It's 12 o'clock. So I was up really late last night working on the vehicle. Today I've been thinking about how I'm going to install all of the electronics. Now, I had an old bookshelf and I found these two in my closet, these two little boards here. So I figured, hey, I might put them to good use. This way the system is going to be set up, it's just a very temporary setup for now. All right, it's just going to be very temporary. I'm only using the 750.2. I am not installing the 2500.4 until I get another battery. I don't want to play any games with my electrical and smoke my amp up just because you don't have the electrical to back up the what's needed from the amp. Or for the amp. And you know what? All you guys or veterans or car audio, you know that the electrical is the most important part of the system. The electrical. You can have the biggest, baddest amps. You can have the biggest, baddest woofers. But if you don't have the electrical to support it, it's going to sound like garbage. It's probably going to pop smoke, or it's not going to run at all. Or it's going to go into protect mode. One of the two, or one of the four. All right, so we got these. I got some of these 2-to-1 RCA cables. I don't think I need those. I got the three of the 3-foot RCA cables. They're two channel 3-foot RCA cables. So those RCA cables, I won't be needing those right now, but I just want to make sure I don't lose them. That's one big thing also, like in building vehicles, the previous build is probably going to help you in your next build, especially if you have accessory parts and everything left over from the previous build. Those little things, I've learned that whatever I didn't use in my previous build, I can incorporate into my next build. So, we got these here. We're going to install on the box today. We got, we're just going to use probably a couple of those T-taps, but we're going to use about 4 or 5 of those deals to plug in the female part into the male part of the connectors. Got some more 0-gauge terminals in there. Some 4-gauge terminals. I need to take this out real quick. Voila, it fits. Alright, I ain't even got my shoes on yet, man. Look at me. Look at me, man. Come on, man. I'm so eager to get this build accomplished. Last night I got the power into the vehicle. The tricky part is going to be actually how am I going to mount the box and this shelf in the back of the vehicle? How am I going to mount it together? Because there's a long screw with a washer and a bolt that has to be mounted to make sure that the speaker box is firm or mounted securely. Alright, it's got to be mounted securely. Oh man, I left the freaking light on all night. think we can turn this freaking lights on. Oh. All right. So, how are we going to mount those boards up there, right? This is where we want to mount the boards at. And I think it's going to be a pretty good idea. All right. I'm going to mount the board all the way back here. I think it's going to be best to mount the boards there somewhere. Now the box is going to be mounted there and there. And none of that is in the way of closing the door. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put this board here. I think I got a good location where I want to put the board. And see, with doing this, there's a lot of things that you have to factor. It's not just, okay, let me put this board up here. I wish I had some self-tapping screws, but I don't. But let me just put this board up here, and it'll work like it's other things I have to factor. So one other thing I do have to factor is how I'm going to arrange the LC7i and how I'm going to arrange the 750.2 XLR amplifier. Let me get a nice clean surface really quickly. Clean the surface up. So I think, okay, that's what this is looking like. All right, that's what we're gonna mount to. Okay, it's the LC7 7i. And if we mount it like this, when we turn it upright and put it up into the rear deck, the speaker wires will be facing the front of the cabin, which is what we want. All right, so the speaker wires are coming from the front, and then we got the 750.2. Just like they are really good fits. All right, so now that's about what we're going to be looking at for mounting. Okay, now when I mount it, before I actually mount the amps and the line output converter to the board, I want to make sure that I have the holes in this board to actually mount it to the bottom of the rear deck. All right, so let me see if I have those board. I mean, there's Looking forward to take this out of here. And I do not recommend Stinger circuit breakers. This thing failed. I don't know how many. It just failed. The Stinger. It failed a while back. I don't know why, but it's just stopped working for whatever reason. So. Okay. All right. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put rivets in this deal so we can use probably only 2 screws. One screw here. Cause I only have 4 screws. 1 screw here. 1 screw here. 1 screw here, and they'll be riveted actually into the board. So I think that's all I'll need for now.